Previously on Marketing Debunked.
A marketer is an expert in the market.
When I think of like a bigger picture, all the things that marketing encompasses, I really just think about communicating, creating, and delivering value.
So the way I explain marketing is that it's really about helping people solve problems.
Now let's talk to some marketing students who can give us even more insight into what marketing at Western is like. All right, well, thank you for agreeing to do this. So before we start, can you tell me your name, what year you are, and then what's your favorite class that you're currently taking or have taken in marketing?
Yeah, I'm Magno. I'm a fourth year, and my favorite marketing class that I've taken is Marketing Sustainability, because it was just like a lot of interesting things that were very new to me, and I feel like I learned a lot in that class.
Yeah, so my name is Datol. I'm currently a fourth year here at Western. I'm taking marketing for 81, 482, 381 and 382 right now. And I'd say I think those two will probably be my favorites just because of how much information, hands-on learning activities that you get, and along just the overall experience you get, not just from learning but from other classmates as well, in group projects, discussions. I'd say that would make it one of my top classes.
In general, when most people think about marketing in the real world, they think of just basically promotion. But as you know from 381 and 382, marketing is a lot more than just promotion. So when you think of marketing, what is it that you think of?
I think for me the biggest part, I'm also a psych minor, and so I'd like to think of it as like connecting psychology to business and marketing in general. Marketing can go in so many different ways in different directions, and there's so many different ways you can take it. But yeah, like I said, I think the biggest part for me is definitely connection and storytelling of the product between the consumer. And you know, it can even go to a simple like location besides product, and location can even tell so many things and affect so many different things, like such as like product. Like let's say here in Bellingham, you know, it's a very student heavy culture, and even the outdoors, and so you'll have a lot of people here want to go outside, so there'll be a lot of like more available shops for regarding like those specific items.
So when you're looking in the catalog on the Western website, there are a lot of courses that we're all required to take, like 381, 382, but then there's all the different elective courses we get to choose from. So if a student wanted to, you know, go into a particular niche of marketing, like a specific type or niche of marketing, how would you recommend going about the best way to like figure out how to do that through what classes are offered?
Yeah, if you're trying to figure out what marketing class to take, I think asking professors or asking your peers, and if you don't know anyone in marketing, then I highly recommend going to SMA, the Student Marketing Association, because then it's just like a bunch of people in a marketing program there to help each other out, and they can tell you like if you want to go into advertisement, then maybe you should look into brand marketing classes and consumer behavior.
What does marketing at Western look at like outside of the classroom in terms of like extracurriculars and stuff like that?
Outside of the classroom, you can try branching out and joining clubs, and to apply your marketing skills to that, you could be a public relations officer, like a media officer, someone who manages the Instagram. Taking Digimark is really helpful for that. Also, there are a lot of volunteer opportunities that you can find through Western, and everyone needs a marketer, so.
Yeah. So you've kind of already touched on this a little, but just to go into a little bit more depth, where do you see marketing around you in just your daily life?
Oh, it is consistently everywhere, especially after taking classes. I think you kind of get to learn and know more about the in-depth and like even just walking across campus, besides flyers, besides social media, even just like students of what they wear, you can kind of get a grasp of things that they like to get. Obviously they're one of the classes with consumer behaviorism, which it's really cool to see it infect not just in the classrooms but in the outside world. But it's literally everywhere once you know about it and once you think about it.
And then kind of piggybacking off that question, what do you think would happen to the world if all that stuff that you just described, like marketing at all, just disappeared, didn't exist?
I think obviously with marketing, information, I'd say would be a big one.
Yeah.
Just because like you get to learn so much about things with marketing, and without that you kind of take away like information. And I think what will happen with people is that they'll lose that information, and so there'll be almost like a struggle of just like necessities, whether it's basic or needs, wants, and there'll be more of a struggle to find information and get this. Yeah.
And for the last question, if a student after seeing this video wanted to learn more about how to declare their major in marketing, what would be the next steps that you would take for that?
The next steps you would take after wanting to declare a marketing major is talking to an advisor and clicking on the apply for your major form, and they can help you out with that. You can also talk to professors if you have any more questions, or you can talk to your peers. Again, there's a lot of people who are willing to help you out in the marketing program.
Well, I guess it's time to declare my major.